well, the elite finals here in men's BMX. Not disappointing. Heat 3 of 4. This is Gustavo Batista de Oliveira from Sao Paulo in Brazil. Currently resting on an 83.6.
We are just about ready to drop our first rider.
So first in with the unenviable task of dropping in first, getting a score on the board and putting out that rangefinder for the judges. We're going to go a lot more into the judges as we crack on through this event, but you know, the judges, they've got to do their part here as well. So starting things off with the double flip, Bryce Tyron, USA.
No messing from him. Yes! 360 triple whip. Takes it right to the bottom of the ramp. Double truck with that.
We said the big tricks would come, didn't we?
He's gone out. There's nice stylish 360 look back as well. Giving it some style as well as giving it some big tricks. The front flip bar spin. So difficult to do that trick. Yeah, big 450. He is throwing down the moves. He's holding nothing back here, Tim.
He really is. We're seeing an absolute massive jump up from his qualification run. Building up, 10 seconds remaining. Flipping that jump box. What has he got?
Slow.
Double whip to finish things up. Well, slipped a pedal, did he, or landed flat on the triple?
The triple, yeah, 360 triple whip. He landed a little bit low down the ramp, not completely flat, but it did sap up some of his speed. And as we've said time and time over, the judges are looking out for that, how you land, what the execution of the trick actually looks like. But what's important with this is he went out and threw it all down. And to be honest, he was rubber down pretty much the whole time. Didn't hit the deck. And this is where he just landed a little bit low down. German champion, national champion, Timo Schultz.
Yep.
What's he got for us as he drops in? Off he pops, triple whip, straight out the gate.
Really solid start.
Yeah, transferred from one side of that to the other as well on that. Spreads the wings nice and wide on that.
Yeah, he kind of went right to left and then left to right back again.
Gets up on that wall. Whip. Takes a bit of a funny line over that, but that's okay. Still got some speed with a hand plant, but not seen too many of those up there.
No. Oh, and he's looped out. Oh, you said that yesterday when you're riding brakeless. You've got to be... It has to be... Oh, he's even got a brake, yeah. But rarely see him loop out like that, landing in the back seat, and you just get spat out. He just couldn't get a handful.
That was with about 15 seconds left on the clock as well. So, but though, Tim, this is the interesting thing. Yesterday, that would have really hurt him because yesterday was both runs count.
Yeah.
Today, of course, it's 2 runs of 1 minute per run, but highest run count. So he could basically scrap that one now. It means that he's got a lot of pressure on that second run. But it does mean he's got another crack at the whip. Such a shame he looped out right at the end there. Other than that, it was a really solid run. Spread the wings on that one. There was that flare whip as well. It was all going good up until about here, and this is where it all went a little bit wrong. Bar spun over that.
Case is a little bit, but not much in it.
I think he caught that case and it caused a little bit of buckaroo action, and then when the wheel was coming down, just got sent off the back end.
Well, the man from Gelsenkirchen, can't say it. Well, next go, Timo. Next go, my friend.
Next rider up from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, Josh Matthews. He had an error-strewn qualies, didn't he? If he can put down a good run here, you've got to be thinking, Bryce Tyron there, he fell, pretty much slipped the pedal on that 360 triple whip, didn't he? So I think he'd have been in mid-80s for that. So, yeah, if you're lacing your run, you're looking mid-80s at the minute, depending on the tricks.
Well, this guy, he has the potential to throw down some big moves. I think he was only at 70% in the qualies. Oh! Goes for the 1080. Lands a little bit squirrely, but he's maintained the speed as he goes back in. Double flip. We've not seen that on that ramp yet.
No, coming that way from left to right. Front flips back across, then into this bar section, nice and high.
Low on that.
Yeah, he didn't get it round, did he? Came up short.
So hard. You see those guys pencil out on those 540 flares, and then they've got to tuck back in again to get that wheel back up and in.
Yeah, it's like they're spinning. The centrifugal force wants to rip them apart, doesn't it?
Does the cash roll as well.
A little wry smile on his face here. I think he knows this really. Casey's the truck driver, yeah. I think he knows this is going to be a scratch run for him. Quite a few errors in there. A little shake of the head you could see there as well.
So disappointed with that he will be. But, you know what? Again, he's come away unscathed. He's laid down all the tricks that he kind of wanted to do. Okay, not as well as he wanted to do them, but that means in that second run, if he comes out with that run in the second run, that's going to score well.
Yeah. He called it at the start. You said he was...
Look at that. Comes straight out of that. And lands a little bit squirrely. Just catches the top of...
The teenager.
Huge flare. 15 years old. This is mind-boggling.
Can't even...
Decade over that.
Can't even legally buy a lottery ticket yet. Look at him. Toboggan. Oh, I thought he'd gone a bit over the front there.
Downside alley-oop. Double bars backflip. It's good stuff. Big look back transfer onto the bank as well. Bars over the hip.
Crank it
Tricky stuff.
Milking this course for every single point he can with 10 seconds left.
Even the little T-bog over there, and the whip to that then. Double bars truck transfer.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my word, what a way to tie a ribbon on that run.
From Team Japan.
Whoa. Yeah, you see the smiles on the faces there. They again, one of the young riders in. What's he going to do? Run number 1. Big drop in.
Truck driver, he threw the bars 4 times.
Through the bars 4 times in that 360 then. The quad truck, double whip transfer.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, oh, 3 whip to late bars. He's going to be disappointed with that, but again, Tim, said it time and time again. This is the beauty of 2 runs and only your best run counts. He can pretty much scratch that one off. It means that the second one has to be absolutely faultless.
He's going to call it in reserve his energy. That's the best thing.
What's interesting, Tim, is some of those scores we've seen on the board already. 74.20 in top spot. Look at that, the triple. No, that was the quad truck, sorry.
Yeah, so truck drivers, when he does a 360, whilst giving the bars a quick spin around as well for good measure, that's the truck driver. But a quad truck obviously doing the 360, but then with 4 rotations of the bars, and you can see just couldn't put it down, could he?
Just sort of blew his hand off as he landed. because he landed pretty well, landed in a good spot on the ramp. It wasn't too low down, but...
Well, the man from Beersborn in Germany is going to be relying on run number 2. Got the gum shield in, protecting the grill.
There we go, as expected, 14.02. He won't be too bothered by that.
24 years of age, 27, excuse me.
This is the first UCI final he's ever made it to. Yeah, big truck to tuck no hander.
Oh, so fast around that pocket. 720 bars into a huge flare.
Yeah.
Truck driver coming back to this left side of the course. Big tuck no hander.
Yeah, 3 down whip. Up and back. There's the flip whip.
Oh, cases it, back wheel, slips a pedal.
But somehow still manages to get a bit of speed to get that high. Back the other way. Yo, there's a backflip double whip.
Yeah.
Up across. Oh.
Bit of a nothing there. Got to be tricking everything, haven't you, really?
You really do. Truck driver backwards over that. Big tail whip at the other end.
And that's time.
I mean, on a couple of those where he landed a little bit squirrely, he was lucky to kind of get away with it and maintain some of that speed.
Yeah.
But like I say, the only Canadian making it into the finals and his first UCI final as well. So either way, he's stoked.
The man from L'Assomption, French-Canadian, described as a wrecking ball of a BMXer with a smiley face painted on it.
That's a pretty good description. Run as he drops in with that double backflip. Okay, gets out of that pretty well.
Here we go. Can he clean it up?
There we go.
Oh, he can't. He absolutely can't.
There you go. You might be wondering why he's not rushing to get back on his bike. Well, I think he knows with that crash, he's not going to be able to do enough. So he'll see this one out, but this is just for the love of it. There you go.
The crowd's viewing pleasure, this one.
He'll be disappointed with that, but you know what? Every single one of these riders are going to be stoked. So happy to have made it in to the final of this UCI World Championship.
Oh, he's just...
He ain't going to be stoked with that, though.
No. 360 flip at the end there. He's all smiles. He's got a roll grimace on there, though. He's done something, hasn't he? They're made of stern stuff, these BMXers. But the man from Lodi, California.
And there it was.
To pedal again.
Slip those pedals. Just ends up riding that one out on the back wheel. And this was just at the end there. Oh, that's where he just picked up that. Tweaked his knee probably as he dropped into that then. Mr. Nyquist there, making sure he's all good. Bryce just slipping into third place there with the scores that he put on. Looking beautiful down there. Crowd's doing well.
Yeah, live drone shots of Glasgow Green. Beautiful day now. A bit rainy this morning. Okay, here we go.
The current German national champion, Timo Schultz. He's a big dude, this guy. He can throw down the moves and forces his bike into it.
Big double whip, was it? Start things
I
off.
see actually the sun kind of stopped our screen. Yeah, big no-hander transfer. Yeah, decades round the front end of that bike, gets back on, meets the pedals again. Good. The clock as well, just over Like tweaked out table. Hand plant. This is where it went a bit squirrely last time. This time he gets it. Down transfer. Get a bit of speed for that front flip.
Oh, puts it right into the flats, held on, threw his weight forward. Did you see that?
Yeah, huge backflip bars as well. Yeah, truck.
4 seconds. This is going to be his last one.
Oh! Wow! Well, this is that wall to flare out.
So gap to wall ride and then flare out. Really pulling hard to get that back. There, I think. Welcome the third rider of Heat 1 for their second run from Australia, from the Gold Coast, Joshua Matthews.
Not a bad part of the planet that, is it, that Gold Coast?
No.
What's he going to do? He came out blazing, and there we go, the big 1080, and smoother on the landing this time.
Way smoother.
There we go, huge! Oh, just blows the foot off the pedal as he lands, but he's managed to maintain some speed as he gets that front flip over Tim.
Yeah, it's like just totally derails you, doesn't it? And it gets him. You've got to try and wash it away and just get on with your run and hope that every other rider blows pedals in their runs as well. But
stranger things have happened.
Well, this is it. But such is the quality of BMX in these finals that you've got to be perfect. There's the cash roll.
Yeah.
Finish things off. The kind of cork 720, throwing that weight forward, finishing with the truck driver. 10
now, final thing. Double whip. Catches the crank-ons on that one, and that is going to be time. Joshua Matthews.
It's absolutely no disrespect.
Here we go. Yeah, there's the flip whip to bars, late bars in that, the big whip transfer as well. Oh, the quad.
He's got
the quad truck on that.
He's put it in a different part of his run, hasn't he?
He has. Changing it up, mixing it up. Oh, bars on. Gets in, tucks up, big toboggan. Love the fact he's just throwing a toboggan in there as well. Alley down whip.
1, 2, 3.
3 bars on a backflip. I mean, what?
He'll look back up on the quarter pipe now as he's into the final 20 seconds.
Over every single thing he hits, and that can make a big difference on the points. Even now, a small T-bog on that little transfer. Some people are just doing the transfer as normal. The final few seconds now. Double truck.
3 seconds. 2 seconds.
Even that transfer through and in. Oh, there's a bar on that!
Yes, he does. Goodness me.
Snuck in that cheeky bar at the end. I don't even know whether he thought he was going to do that. He was like, well, it looks like I've got a bit of time.
Seemed to have time to spare, didn't he?
The Stoke is old, I believe.
18.
Oh, 18 is he? Sorry, beg my pardon.
Is he? He's
still young though.
Absolutely. Cites Chris Kyle as one of his favourite riders.
Yeah, I'll second that. Oh yeah, big X up to turn down. Double whip transfer. Nice and high up on that. There we go. Oh, that was double bars on that.
Double bars, yeah. The double bar spin at the end. Nice alley-oop.
Yeah, T-bog over that. Getting that nice and dipped and styled. Oh, gets up on an ice on that top wall. We haven't seen one person do that.
We haven't, no. Casey slightly there, didn't he? Now needs to build the speed up here to the final 15 seconds of this run.
Last spin backflip on that last jump. What's he got on this one now? Final 10 seconds. Oh, he went to...
Oh, he did go for the no-hander there, didn't he?
Fucking wanted to tuck those bars into his lap. 3 look back, bit of style and a flare to tie a ribbon round it.
Stoked. Look at him. He's absolutely gassed after that run. 1 minute of pure adrenaline, lung-busting BMX action.
It really was. You'd take a screenshot of it though, wouldn't you?
You flipping would right now, let me tell you, yeah. Record it and get it up straight on Instagram. Jeffrey Whaley. 55.8
The only rider from Canada out there.
Great extension on the top no-hander, just as I told you.
Keeping some speed up like that. Yeah, 720 bar spin. Gets the bars done early in that one. Bar spin flare. There we 3-whip over. Bar spin, no-hander. Up and over, 3 down.
So much time on that block.
When in those 360 down whips, you're spinning one way while your bike spins beneath you the other way. 360 down whip, they are known as. Big no-hander, tucking the bar.
As well, got a lot of speed.
Oh, yeah, gets that double whip on that backflip. Big no-hander across, keeping some speed up. Yeah, no foot can, love that. Truck driver.
Time has stopped on the top of our screen. And that's time. Well, there you go. You can't believe it. Look at that. He's absolutely buzzing.
I mean, it felt like a better run than the last time. I don't want to curse the poor guy by the commentator's curse, but it felt way better. I think the stoke is just so high. It's in his first UCI final, and it's the World Championships on the planet ever. I mean, there's no wonder there's a smile on his face.
Well, to be able to come out here and don the maple leaf, it's going to be quite special, isn't it? Let's be honest. Representing your country at absolutely anything is an honour. I think as well a lot for these guys, they're realistic. They know their levels compared to everybody else, and I think a lot of them, we do talk quite a lot, don't we, about the camaraderie that goes on. That, you know, there's a lot of respect between all of the riders. They love being a part of this scene. They love seeing what goes before them and what goes after them. And for them, it is a bit of a mental battle, and it's just they want to come out there and do their best. They want to go back to Canada knowing that he's put his best run down.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a success. And he's done it. He's absolutely done it. And that's the telltale sign. When they are stoked, when they are celebrating, then we all know that it's been good.
And you just feed off that energy. As much as they feed off the crowd's energy, we feed off that energy as well. It's infectious, it really is. Yeah, the stoke is high. This is a very dangerous sport. You know, a lot of these action sports are extremely dangerous, and they share that in arms with one another, that they know, you know, when they go down and throw down the moves on that course, they are quite literally putting their lives on the line, you know.
Jacob Thiem, the man from Nebraska, the American young gun. He's got a...
Yes, Jacob, here we go.
Beautiful little start.
Completely different start to anybody else at the top. He's been the only rider using that section.
Combo master. Talk about combos.
720 bar spin.
Caught fully out on that one. 3 bar spins in that truck driver.
540 bar spin.
He lands flat there. He's going to have to work hard now to get the speed back up. As he comes back to the right side of this course, airing up nice and high. Triple whip over.
Unreal.
At the centre jump box.
I can see those bikes go round. Straight air onto that. Yeah, truck driver to late whip.
To tail whip. 360. Bar spin 360.
So much going on.
Big 450 bars. Love that.
Lot going on, the technicality in Heat 2, getting cranked up again. Oh, seemed to kind of just fade slightly, fizzle out towards the end. But,
do you know what, though, Tim, with that, he's got that first run.
Throttle, so much energy.
We love this guy, never far from a smile, and he's got a fantastic smile, it must be said. It's Mr. James Jones.
Such a unique riding style. This guy could be completely all dressed in any colour and you'd be able to tell it was him just through his riding style alone. And his bread and 540 flare on that one. Here's that down whip over that hip. But all those years of doing demos make you such a consistent rider.
Truck driver over the spots.
Nice and high on that one, getting a bit of speed back again. Yes,
Huge flare whip right at the top of that.
massive 3-whip as well. No-handed flare. Truck driver over that as well as he comes back up. Nice and high on that wall, getting a bit of speed to head back over the course. 360 over. Oh no. Just comes up flat.
You see there the difference in the flat tops, the difference in how big those jumps are. They differ greatly. So as a rider, you've really got to adjust your speed in between each kind of the right side and the left side. And he's saying there the wind, and I was gonna say
one of the nicest human beings, I would say, on the planet. That smile says it all, and look at that, doing it for his boy. We lost a brother not that long ago, Mr. Pat Casey, the legend that is Pat Casey. Never ever will that man be forgotten. Lived on through friends like this. Mr. Kevin Peraza, look at that 3-whip to table style. Runs through this guy's veins.
This guy has such good energy. He's so smooth as he rides. He rides with his heart on his sleeve, and the originality points here will go through the roof. On the flat top, back down into the main course now. The only guy hitting that huge wall ride that way into the hand plant.
And he's still got 20 seconds left as well. Phenomenal amount of tricks. Gets up there, does a little tire slide on that. Look at that. Almost a body jar at the top there.
10 seconds.
Yeah, huge. Oh, my word.
Are we going to see the 540 there? You saw that, was it?
That was it, no, the flare.
Flare 180 or...
Yeah, the backflip 180 over the box.
Oh my goodness.
Flare over the box. Got himself a gold medal for that one recently at the X Games.
Yeah. Blew the internet's doors off, didn't it? A couple of weeks ago, that clip. I think even my mom sent it to me at one point. She was like, have you seen this guy?
And also the only guy in history as well to get a gold medal in park, street and dirt at the X Games.
Yeah, 3 different disciplines. That's like Sir Steve Redgrave getting rowing, kayaking and sailing gold medals.
Yeah, which he's probably capable of doing.
Probably is actually, Sir Steve Redgrave, that's true.
But Peraza, one of the nicest guys in BMX, so much style. We talk about style. It's a hard one to put your finger on, style. It's when somebody basically makes tricks look good.
Yeah, he does them in his own way.
You cannot teach style. You can learn tricks, you cannot learn style.
Can you see he's actually riding with a smile on his face?
That tire slide at the top of that is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see one other rider even looking at that. And there it was.
Oh, just didn't have enough time. I think he wanted to go a bit bigger. Whether the wind just blew and took the quite literally the wind out of his sails, but
you couldn't take the wind out of that man's sails.
No, you couldn't. So Kevin Peraza then will be relying on run number 2 as well.
That's going to be a throwaway score.
58.
Much love for the Casey family from everybody in the BMX community.
And we shouldn't say that people deserve to do well, but this guy deserves to do well, doesn't
he? Really does. He works so hard. Here he goes, starts off with that cork 720 bar.
720 bar spin. Downside tail with air.
Huge front flip, no hander. Oh, just crashes out on that.
He's okay, thankfully, he's alright.
There you go, it's okay. He'll write that one off. He's not going to bother going back in after that, Tim. I think he's just going to write that one off now, this first one. He knows. I've had the pleasure of spending a lot of time with Mr. Sean Gornall over the years. Such a legend. He's just going to use this time to float around the course whilst he's got the chance to. Gets to the top. Looks like he's put his wheel out of line.
qualifies really well. Did he? We were talking about this. Was it last night? We can't remember. Did he qualify in first or second or third at the European?
Yeah.
You know, you're absolutely right. He's always there or thereabouts. Ernest Siebold, the Latvian, 24 years of age. This guy loves to go massive. He loves to put on a show for the crowd.
360 bar spin to
Yeah, trucks it to tuck no hander, then bars to turn down. Yeah, huge. Spread the wings and kept them there the whole time. Bars 540 as well. 3 double whip. Still got 35 seconds left on the clock from now.
360 with a huge no-hander.
There we go.
No-hander.
Keeping the speed. Letting the elastic in those jeans, getting through this course.
I was wondering if they had elastic in them. He needs... Oh, there's a huge 180! He did it yesterday! Oh my goodness!
Yeah! And tucked up for the 5 as well.
2, 1, let him hear you!
Yes, Ernest.
Wow. That 180 is a work of art. They should hang it in the Louvre, shouldn't they?
And then we started that off with the truck to no-hander, tucking those bars into his lap, getting them off, and there he does it in a backflip this time.
This was really nice. We're not going to see it. It was that 540, but he kept it really flat. Didn't cheat any of the degrees on it, did he?
Wonder if we'll get that 180 with the roll back in as well.
And you got to watch just the
huge look back as well. About as clicked as you can get that trick done. 3 double whip.
3 double whip. And then here we go, the 180. We're not going to get the landing, are we? Oh, we are. Thank you. Look, and he's having to put in those 2 pedal revolutions. If you've got a bike at home, you'll know if you push it backwards, the crank goes round on its own. You've got to be ready for that. Right.
And we are ready.
Close to 10 years. Daniel Dares, the man who must sleep in a cryogenic chamber, I think. He's been winning contests for years and years, and a lot of the tricks these guys are doing in their runs, they owe to this man, a man who quite literally smashed the mold on freestyle.
Got for us. There's nobody more experienced on this course than this guy. Oh my word!
360 triple whip straight in. Well, was it the 360 double whip? He made his own.
He made his own. He really did. You could always tell Adair's 3 double. But again, with a man of that experience, he'll dust that off. He'll smile it off.
Oh, look at him. He's absolutely neat. So whether or not the wind picked up in that run, I don't know. Don't want to speculate, but
representing Team USA.
So Jacob Thiem, he was able to ride through it, wasn't he? The man from Nebraska.
Unique drop in. I didn't. Got only the 3 whip then. He wanted to put a bars in. Yeah.
Crank really hard. I think wind is a problem. I think we've got the wind blowing on this course.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a 540 on the Shimano. 360 with perfect landing.
Bit of speed picked up. Yeah. 3 triple tail whip onto that box. High on that wall and across, keeping the speed going. Can't be underestimated how much effort it is to crank across this course. One of the things that Jamie Bestwick had said to us the other day, rider's going to find that tough. Yeah. 1 foot X up over, no hander over that.
A lot of tricks went on in that run. A lot of tricks.
He crammed it all in at the end there. It wasn't the cleanest at the beginning. I think from the body language there, you know, he knows that. But I think you are right, Tim. I think they're battling against the wind because he came so fast round that corner.
Yeah,
you're like, there's no way he's going to hang up on this box.
Yeah. And then he did. A little wave from the top of that jump box.
Still love that drop in, though.
Really nice.
You know he wanted to put the bars in.
He'd want to put the bar spin in, didn't he? But he just stalled it. And this is where he cases. Watch the back wheel. Just catch the black paint at the top here. Bosh, just like that. That's called a case.
Remarkable. He's going to need a lawyer for that case.
Oh, stop it.
But then the rest of the run, he picked it up. Got a lot of tricks done in a very short space of time. And every time you score a trick, that is getting notched down on the judges' panel. If you just do an air over a box, if you just do an air over a hip, that is getting scored a lot lower than if you sneak a trick in there.
So, flare whip there. Not the highest we've seen here in the UK.
This is James Jones!
Here we go. He had that error, didn't he? Slipped the pedal on that first run. Backflip, looked like he wanted to go. Tuck no-hander on that as well. Come on, James Jones. Gets the whip over the hip. Bars flare, 360. The truck drive no-hander. He's looking good. Oh, massive there. Trademark James Jones. Like you said earlier, Seb, this guy, he can absolutely get it done under tough conditions. He's done it outside of supermarkets, shopping centres, you name it. He's done demos all over the country, and it just really breeds that consistency, doesn't it? The ability to do tricks in any condition.
It really does. One of the most consistent riders out there.
Oh.
Just as he
Curse of the commentator
hits him on that last trick. Well done, Jones.
Inspire the future of BMX. So, Mom and Dad, you're appreciated. Thank you.
James Jones making.
Waiting on TV. Representing
So this man, Kevin Peraza, I really want to see this trick put down.
Drops in, maximum speed, big smile on the face, as always, 3 whip to table, about as stylish as that trick could ever be done by one of the most stylish riders out there. 360 double down whip.
Yeah, to table. Unbelievable, he sinks the table in there. Flare whip to table. Nobody doing that. The originality.
Again, use of course. And the only rider getting up into that corner and down, only the second rider doing that. That tire slide.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Downward transfer.
Oh.
Keep it going, come on.
10 seconds. Things are going to get tech here.
Oh.
Looking for that. You got 5 seconds if you want something.
I think he's going to call it there as the time runs out. Such a shame we get to see that flare over the box at the end, but he wants the love from the crowd.
He's going for it.
He is going to.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit of delight here. This is BMX at its finest. Watch this. Come on, Kevin.
Oh, my word! And that was just for the love of it.
Well, when he's done here, he's off to the G8 summit to bring about world peace, because that man has a lot of love.
Wow.
When we arrived, greeted us and he was full of good energy, wasn't he?
Oh, my word. Literally seeing him at the beginning of the day, you walk away feeling so much better about everything.
Well, he's not going to be troubling the podium here today. Errors in this run on what will have to be a perfect run. Little toboggan there in the pocket.
So disappointing. Just.
This is it. This was the upgrade, wasn't it? The flare whip to table watch just cranks it up there.
Oh my word. I mean, everything is twisting the wrong way on that one. Again, one of only 2 riders getting up on that hand plant on that top sub-box section. Higher slide on that one actually that time, but even so, scarily being right at the top of that. Trying that nose 3 around. And then, of course, at the end, the time had run out, but he said, do you know what? I want to do it. You want to see it. Let's give it a go.
Here it is. Set the internet ablaze, didn't he? He did one of those to flat, missed the entire ramp, didn't he, in X Games?
Got himself a gold medal for good measure on that one as well. The Peraza family down there.
Yeah, he's been travelling with his family for years, hasn't he?
As I said, I remember him blasting onto the scene. I was lucky enough to be on the microphone for him at many of the events that he came out. And I'm talking a good 15 years ago now. That's how long I've known him. And his positivity has not wavered once throughout that. Really interesting podcast, actually, with Dennis Ennison, talking about the recent loss of Pat Casey with one of... And Kevin Peraza was one of his best friends, teammate. Really interesting podcast. Good listen, that one.
Errors in that first run.
Yeah.
He kicked it off and he's dusted himself off and he's back up here for run 2.
Come on then, Gornall. See what he's got. Yeah. Hawk 720 bar. Bread and butter for him normally. Yeah, there we go. Gets the hands off on that front flip this time. Alley-oop, no-hander.
This is it. This is more like it.
There we go. That was an Oppo double tail whip. So doing it, like Tim has always said, if you're right-handed, it's like writing with your left hand and vice versa when you do something the opposite way. 3 double down whip. So he's spinning around 360 one way and his bike's going twice beneath him the other way. The flip whip. It's a tiny little touch on that top, but it's taken no speed off of him.
Yeah, it's still really high on that flare transfer. 15 seconds, you can hear. Up into the wall ride. Careful. Flare.
With the last few seconds to go. That means he's not going to trouble the podium today, but right now, there you go, double bar truck to no-hander, straight out the gates. Bars.
It's a big turn down.
A big turn down, and there's that no-hander. Backflip, 540 bar spin.
360 double whip.
High on that wall.
There's that ET 360 ET pedaling in the
360 ET, so pedaling in the air. A bit of an homage to the Steven Spielberg movie E.T., which has a BMX sequence in it.
By the one and only Bob. Yep.
Did not know that.
There you go, 3 whip. Zebald, there goes. Oh, he's put a bars in there this time.
Oh my goodness!
He's going to be stoked with that.
He's got 3. Goodness me.
Yeah, look at the smile on his face.
Wow. We talk about run number 1 with Zebald. He's the only guy 180 in the box, and I already told you.
The absolute veteran, the godfather here amongst these riders. He's a wily competitor. He knows what he needs to do to get on the podium, but inside grade this to just the double whip. Yes, he's exactly what he does, because he knows. So now he's got to turn up the heat to get onto that podium spot.
Wow. He invented that trick.
Huge dash.
Yeah.
Big 720. I mean, this guy is one of the most consistent and experienced riders on the planet. Just having him in your group alone is enough to shiver your timbers.
No-handed flare. 360 tail whip. Up onto that high wall. Yeah. Handed 360.
Game, he knows how to get points on the board.
Another 720, casing a little bit there.
Still down with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Whip at 38 years of age. I mean, it begs belief. Oh, and a huge double whip to finish. What a run from Daniel Dares.
Great that you called that out from the start, Tim. Right, almost like you knew. Did you have dinner with him last night or something?
I did have dinner with him. No, I didn't have dinner with him last night. But, I mean, that's what a good competitor does. He knew he had to go for the 360 triple whip first time if he wants to go anywhere near the podium. But now he's saying to himself on his second run, well, look, I fell on it first time round. Do I downgrade? Quarters, can't he?
Of course.
Jose Torres Gil, this guy, I mean, he absolutely
recently gold medal in Park at the X Games.
Yep. Starting things off. Huge 720. Backflip whip bars.
Downside flare. Downside whip flare. He's coming out. Meaning business.
So there we go. We talked about raising the game and what's going to go. Well, he's absolutely fireworks on this course, isn't he? The Argentinian. 30 seconds on the clock remaining in run 1 of 2 for him.
And we exactly the kind of course that Jose absolutely loves.
Yeah, technical.
Full speed at these boxes.
What's he going to end up with? 360.
No, it's very much back and forth, this course, but I don't mean that in a bad way by any means. It just means you can hit those boxes and quarters at full pelt.
He's pulled the ripcord on it.
From Argentina. Argentina, another heavy country when it comes to being active.
But he'll definitely favour this course. Didn't quite get the run that he wanted there.
Very big number.
Interesting, the course at X Games, he just got a gold medal at the X Games. That's quite a good yard to these world champs. A gold there against the world's very best, it must be said, at X Games. But it was a small course, from what I remember.
Once again, known this guy for many years. Such a wonderful smile, and he's such a nice guy. And no stranger to some big moves. So what's he going to throw down on the course for us? Comes straight out. We've seen quite a few of those 720 corks bar spins. A lot of the riders really favouring them. And then he gets that backflip double whip, sorry.
That was absolutely perfect, that backflip double whip. Goodness me. So
oh my God, he done one really slow and then two really quickly.
Triple whip up, transfer.
Yeah, bar spin to no-hander backflip. Up over, spreads the wings on that.
Still 15 seconds left.
What's he going to do to finish it off?
Nearly 3 tricks on this course.
Fatigue is going to be set in now as he heads towards the last box jump. Yeah, truck driver to no-hander. And this is going to tie a ribbon on it with a double tail whip air. Don't adjust your sets. It's not going double speed. This is just the way he rides.
You are welcome, everybody, because this is Gustavo Batista de Oliveira, and he's from Sao Paulo, and he's bringing the carnival to you right now. Just watch this.
The carnival to Glasgow. Drops in, big drop in, nobody else doing that. There we go, the double clap on that front wheel. And look at that, can, tire grab. Double whip transfer. Triple bars.
Nearly into the back seat there on that.
3 whip to late bars. Look back on that one. 3 truck. Loves those cheeky tricks as well. I like that. Look at that. You must do some sort of kung fu to be doing kicks like that.
Tail whip over the hip to finish this off.
Yes.
It's like he's fizzing little half bars. Kicking computer game where you've got your finger on the turbo button and you can just see the dial going.
Yeah, but when he comes out the blocks, you know, charged like he does, you can only keep that pace up for so long. Knew we were going to see a slight change in pace, that massive drop in, and that's what gets him that speed to get across the score. And there's that double clap, no-handed tire grab. Yeah, and that I love.
Seems to work pretty hard, doesn't he, on the tail whip there.
One thing to note on this as well is the amplitude. You'll notice that it's going significantly bigger than some of the riders that have certainly been in group number 1.
Yeah.
1 foot can step through one-hander.
Well, these now, as we get into the 3rd and 4th heats, are the highest placed qualifiers, aren't they? Sorry, mate.
That's all right. Just surprised by that knack to 1 foot can.
Tail whip over the hip. So Gustavo qualifying. Oh, my maths is terrible. Please excuse me. 10th position. Top 10 finish would be really respectable for him, wouldn't it? For the youngster.
Really would be. Yeah. Young rider. Many more years to come from him. I'm sure of that.
See the judges having a little think. On the right-hand side there, they're just above the, at the top of the right-hand side of the course.
Gets him into 3rd spot, 83.60. As now we move on to the next B.
Who's your favorite rider? This next guy's been at the top of that list.
So Declan Brooks, the man from, will be next to drop.
This is Declan Brooks.
Oh, and he drops it.
Double backflip.
Absolutely huge double backflip start from him. Massive 720. He's known for going big. And he's a wily competitor. He knows that it's got to be perfect, and it's not perfect by his standards.
Huge 540.
450 over the hip. Let's make some noise for Declan.
Yeah, Deck throwing this together nicely now. Getting some big moves out there. There's that big no-handed fronty.
15 seconds.
Getting the tricks dialed in and done.
3, 2, 1. That will be time for Team TB.
So there we go. The man from Portsmouth, I think, will be relying on his second run.
He gets up, decade to 3. There's not many people on the planet able to do that trick. So decade, you see, he spins around the bike, then catches the bike, then completes a 360, and then how on earth he gets away unscathed after that, I do not know.
My hips would have turned to dust at that point if that was me. He's,
I think I'd have just disappeared.
well, we've got, yeah, got the team in, and there we did a little mention to old school, I'll say old school legend, he still absolutely rips on a BMX. Jamie Bestwick, the coach.
Yeah. And what's he going to throw down on the scores for us now?
He's the current European champion.
And more than capable of getting on that podium, and more than capable of being right at the top of it. Yeah. Gets that bars on that flare as well. Big 720 over.
Come on, Kieran Riley, just needs to settle the nerves here. Stop putting down some big tricks, which he's done here now. There's still 40 seconds left on the run.
Triple bar truck driver on that one. Yeah, gets that tail whip to table. Style tricks.
Almost a spine, isn't it? That's quite a thin jump box. Oh my goodness.
720 whip. He gets that whip done on that first rotation, then goes round again. Big front flip over the box on that one. Now up. Triple tail whip. Seen a few of those triple whips from people today.
Tail whip flare. And a little no-hander over the hip to finish. Flawless from Kieran Riley on run number 1 in Heat 3.
And do you know what, Tim? I'm going to come out and say it straight away. That's his safety run done.
That is his safety run.
Points on the board for the man, and he's like, right, okay, safety run done, nerves completed. And I believe that next time when he comes onto the course, we're going to see a much improved run on that. And it was flawless as it was.
Yeah.
Out there. Where are my Kieran Riley fans at?
Yeah, definitely room to upgrade on a lot of those. He's signaling the crowd, and they are responding. You see Jude Jones has got the bike fixed, and he's back up and tyre side down. Look, he's getting through the motions. Let's take a look at this. Starting on that left side of the course, hitting this jump box first in. Double whip.
But like I said, I think these
9.2.
These judges are well attuned to look for oppo tricks, switch tricks.
Well, exactly, yeah.
You know, riders are switching their feet up during tricks. They're switching, doing tricks oppo. And all of this makes the scoring higher. Plus, it's also about how they're landing. You know, as Hank told us, Dave Cleworth, head judge, it makes a difference how clean they land on these ramps.
He barely pedalled, did
he? He made it look
like he was on an e-bike.
This is Jose Torres.
So here we go, the Argentinian then. I mean, it is massive.
720 tail whip to start.
720 tail whip there. Backflip, whip to bars.
Really late bars in that. Down whip flare as well. Yeah. Flip whip for good measure. 2 tail whips on that one. 3 double down whip.
Yeah, so already we've seen some big monster tricks, haven't we? Cork 720.
Needing to crank at these. Look, you see the speed he maintains throughout. 540 flare. Currently sitting in first place. Yeah, big 360 triple whip.
So deep, didn't he, into that landing?
May have been a double. I'm not sure it was a double or a triple. Hard to see sometimes on our screen. You're going to call that there. But then at 89.20, you're thinking, how much more can I give?
I don't know what I think, Seb.
It's a competition. The UCI Cycling World Championships, the biggest cycling event in history. And is he going to better his own score at this stage? 89.20 for his first one.
Well, the man from Cordoba in Argentina. 28 years of age. Currently sits top of that leaderboard nearly 3 points higher than everybody else.
He said, I think I did better. I think I did better on that one than I did on the last
No,
one.
I think he said, I'd really like to go and get a vegan lasagna after this.
Was it?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
87.10, so not as high as on that first run. I think what happened there was there was a few tricks that were, the run.
So it's going to be a huge ask for the final heat, but what it does mean for us, Seb, fireworks.
Yeah. 720 bar spin straight out of the gates. Double whip. Double flip whip.
Oh, there's that Superman Seagrab Indian. Love that.
360 downside tail whip.
Yeah. Tail whip with the no-hander directly afterwards. Triple tail whip with the transfer across as well.
720 tail whip. Keep it going, Barrett.
You can hear Catfish getting super excited because this is a solid run. Flare tail whip, bar spin over the hip as well. Toboggan
is what that trick is called.
10 seconds on the clock now.
360
double whip
into the back seat. Manualed out of that pretty much.
Yeah, 360 no-hander, tucking those bars in. Double tail whip at the end.
Oh, what a run that was.
Man gonna be stoked with that one.
That was a pleasure to witness that.
Buzzer. How does that buzzer work? So even though he pulled the trick, the buzzer went off when he was in the middle of the trick. If the buzzer goes off,
How stoked he is.
elite final.
Happiness goes.
Well, the elite finals here in men's BMX, not disappointing. Heat 3 of 4. This is Gustavo Batista de Oliveira from Sao Paulo in Brazil. Currently resting on an 83.6. He goes absolutely massive, and the judges love it. The energy he has in this run.
I want you to really pay attention to the amplitude of this guy getting. Look how big that was.
Yeah, massive.
Look how high that is. The amplitude, which is one of that judging criteria, is insane.
Wow, he was so high over that Tissot box. Triple truck
Yeah, he's
driver.
really gassing through this course. 30 seconds to go. He needs a little bit more technique. That score.
He's got that boost bar set to like 11 every single run.
Back flip whip into tail. Yes, well, this
And the
is
same
it.
thing's happening again, is if we just slow things down.
360 tail whip, 10-second warning.
360 tail whip over that hip, and he's run out of steam. A flip to finish.
He does a half bar spin and then does a flare with the half bar spin.
Oh my!
Never see
Make
that.
some noise for Brazil Balaruca.
So that was like fun, doing a half bar spin, then doing a flare. But as a judge, you're saying, how much harder is a flare with your bars turned the wrong way?
Yeah, because your bars are they're so much closer to you. You got
Everything changed.
Yeah.
All the judges went like this. Half bar spin.
You can
flare.
hear it in Catfish's voice out there. If you can hear that at home, he's as stoked as I am with that one because it looks like a bit of fun and kind of looks a little bit like tweaky, but it's not. It's like that's incredibly hard to do.
Yeah, it's quirky, but it's insanely brilliant, isn't it?
So he's currently sitting in 4th position at the moment, Tim. Look at the pump on that. Yeah. I mean,
massive.
It's unquestionable that he was going higher than pretty much anybody has hit that course.
Yeah, really nice little look back there. Let's see if we get a look at it in slow-mo. Oh, nice.
He's built like a greyhound as well, which is exactly why.
He is like a racing whippet, isn't he?
Fast around this course. Look at that. You can hear it again with Catfish's Stoke out there.
There's so much going on. It's slow-mo after slow-mo. So here's the half bars. His bars are now backwards.
And there it is. I absolutely love that finish.
Yeah, I have my shoes. Who wants
What's he doing? I love it. Oh my word. He's going to put his Brazilian flip-flops on now.
So there we go, 85.3. Puts a little bit more daylight between himself and 5th place. And for the youngster from Sao Paulo, 4th place at the moment.